So you were in Seattle this weekend? It's still
No,
summer.
this week.
Okay.
So that was fun. I ain't gonna lie.
What'd you do?
Mostly TDY. I would have done some exploring if I had time, but it didn't work out. So, I'm back. And hopefully not dying.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Well, that's one way to do it. What's up?
Hey, I'm someone else.
You're someone else? Aren't we all someone else?
Yeah. Except Daniel, he's me.
Yeah, me. Yep, everyone's here. We're all on time. No problems. As far as the listeners know.
Yeah.
So, Anuj, you were talking about some top secret stuff you were working on. You want to disclose any more information on that, or?
No.
Okay.
I will, however, share that I wrote a song while I was on the plane. Because of course I did.
Now, this is for the upcoming season, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We back at it again. But like also my mixing still sucks.
Well, John, why don't you do a live reaction on air to the song?
Okay.
Yeah, so why don't you listen, and then Anuj and I will filibuster until you're done, okay?
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean? I thought, isn't the point of a live reaction is you're supposed to play the audio over the air?
So I could, but then I need to set up OBS, and we're not. You know what? Maybe I could do that. Hold on.
What's it called?
That would get complicated. Should we try?
OBS.
Really want it? Yeah, OBS. So I can record, the call and the audio at the same time.
Yeah, give it a shot. Or we could do the lo-fi version where John takes off his headphones and uses his laptop mic, and then just plays over speakers.
Wait, what if you just played over speakers?
I'm using my headphones. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Fine, we'll do the lo-fi version, and our listeners will be upset.
It is what it is. The link's in the chat. We can always just put it in the description when we're done.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, John. You can play it over
the video. I just want to play it in my headphones.
Well, that works too.
I want to get the full quality.
Yeah.
So you're gonna filibuster. How full are you gonna fill them?
I don't know, as much as we can. We got 30 minutes. Did anybody else did any of you guys travel recently?
I didn't.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are tracking this whole Delta CrowdStrike crap that struck this past week. That was a trip and a half. My God.
Oh, you got affected by that then?
Yes, I did. Actually, my flight got canceled on Monday morning for a Monday afternoon flight to Seattle. So I ended up taking a 7 a.m. flight on Alaska Airlines from here to Seattle, and then going straight to the site. So that was fun. But they gave me 10,000 free sky miles for the trouble, so I guess that gotta count for something.
Isn't that good?
Well, yeah, except for the fact that I only have 17,000 miles. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. It's not enough for
They didn't offer you cash reward?
No.
They didn't offer you cash for your troubles?
Honestly, I think I'd rather have the miles. At least I can do something with those.
You can't do anything with cash? I think you can buy miles with cash.
I mean, sure.
So then there's your thesis here is you can't do anything with the money. So
Well, I can't do shit with the money. It's just I care more for honestly, I kind of care more for the miles, for the loyalty, except now that's kind of down the drain because Delta moved from mile-based tiers to dollar-based tiers.
Wow, you're a big loyalty guy. And, well, I guess I could be that.
Well, I would have flown Southwest in that case, but they don't have any direct flights from here to Seattle. But yeah, no, Southwest is great. Alaska Airlines treated me well. Delta treats me well when they fly, and when they don't fly, it's scramble, but it is what it is. United sucks. We all know that. They just have this based on reputation alone.
Yeah, give us your full ranking, your airline rankings, and include all the ones no one's heard about.
Well, I can only include the ones I've flown. So S tier, obviously, I'm going to give to Southwest. A tier, I'm gonna fly Delta in A tier. And with my current flight experience, I think I'm gonna slot Alaska in A tier. B tier, I'd probably say American. And I'd probably say Aer Lingus. And I'd also add Etihad. C tier is gonna be I'm gonna put Spirit and Qatar Airways in that one. And then obviously F tier is United. Need I say more?
So you haven't flown, did you say Frontier?
So, my sister flew Frontier, and then she had her flight canceled on her, and then I booked her on a Southwest flight to Houston at the last minute. I'd probably put them in C tier. Actually, no, I'll put them in D tier. I'll make a D tier.
Wow. Sure, okay. I like your delivery.
So those are Anuj's rankings, and we'll post those as well as the song, so people can react. John, does it sound like you're done with the song?
Yeah.
All right. So what are your initial thoughts? Obviously, you're going to have a lot more as you listen to it a lot more, and we expect a full essay probably in the next couple of weeks. At least the next time you're back on, because initially, he values that feedback. But what do you have initially coming out of it?
I like the delivery. You're very excited. You're making a mic clip. You're so excited. I like that. It makes it feel raw.
I thought I fixed that. Is it still clipping?
I don't know. It's like saturation. It's like almost like guitar distortion or something. It's got that raw quality to it. Now, some people do that on purpose. It adds something to it.
It's indie, yeah.
Yeah, it's indie. You feel it. You feel it more. You just gotta throw a limiter on that bad boy, because it's quiet.
I don't know. Does this sound like? Does the mic sound good like right now? It's the same mic.
Yeah,
like I got the mic. I think I got a little pop filter on the front. I think that's what that is. It's like a little mesh screen right in front of it.
Yeah. Maybe you got the gain too high. Input gain.
Yeah, John, can you distinguish?
Yeah, just right as far as stylistic,
To be fair, I did record this on the recording mic that I'm using for the podcast. The last year I recorded on my earbuds. But also, to be fair, at that point I was recording in a hotel room in Dallas instead of in my apartment. And I also wrote that on a plane.
So how long was the whole process for this one?
Let's see. I kind of tossed an idea out basically while I was in the terminal at Seattle Tacoma. I found the beat like while I was just like searching on YouTube before we boarded. And then like I wrote a couple bars like before we boarded, and then we boarded. And then as soon as we took off, it was a 5-hour flight from Seattle to Dulles. So between like that and intermittent breaks, like I basically wrote that thing in a span of 3 hours. And then I got home and just like kind of collapsed on the bed for a little while. And then I recorded it that night, on Friday night. And this is what I got. And then yesterday was first Saturday on the flats, so it kind of works out. It's perfect timing.
Nice.
Either of you guys go?
No.
I'm meaning to at least try to make it up there for one of these days. We'll see if it happens, though.
Yeah.
Also, while we're at it, I could use some ideas for the Georgia State one. I have a beat in mind, which is, if you've ever heard T.I.'s What You Know, I like it. It's like, I mean, it's T.I. So, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna write for that one.
Have you ever considered making your own beats, or is that out of the question right now?
I might consider it. All I've got is Audacity. I don't know what else I'd need, but I mean, if anybody's got ideas, I could theoretically just like start doing this shit myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of music programs. Audacity doesn't have much.
It's just for sheer mixing. It's just like raw audio mixing, so you can like.
It's just mixing.
Ableton.
I wish I could do FFTs on it, or at least. I guess that's what the filters are supposed to be. It's just like Fourier transforms on the waveforms.
Yeah, the plugins. Yeah. You can do those live though, as you don't have to process it and run it through like destructive editing with the way that you have to with Audacity. Yeah, get yourself a DAW.
A what?
A DAW, digital audio workstation. Like Pro Tools is a DAW. Ableton though, I bet you'd be an Ableton guy.
What's the one you like to use?
Ableton.
Ableton. Never heard of it. Oh, like Live 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Just pirate it, bro.
I'll think about it. Maybe I should start making my own beats, honestly.
Yeah.
But like the beats aren't the issue. I think it's the writing.
Oh, really? But
well, yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's easier for some opponents, and it's not so easy for others. Like.
Put what you got in there, in your head and ChatGPT and have it spruce.
Oh, hell nah.
No, just as a writing partner. Don't have it write the whole thing.
Anuj, are you coming out as anti-AI? Is that going to be your stance?
Yep.
Nah.
Okay, so you're not, but you're.
I'm not, but I'm very hesitant. Like, I wanna, like, keep this, like, kind of to my own originality and research. I'm not anti it. I'm just like, it's gonna take me a while to be confident in its capability, if that makes sense.
I would like to note for our listeners that Anuj's views on AI do not represent the views of the podcast one way or the other.
Sure. I mean, we had a whole thing on this, like like the time before when you, Chase and I were here? We kind of had this conversation.
Yes, last time or 2 times ago, yeah. Yeah. Well, Chase has very strong opinions about AI. which again also do not reflect the views of the podcast.
Do any of Chase's opinions reflect the views of the podcast?
Actually, no one's opinions, even mine, reflect the opinions of the podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the trick is doing the research and then next, we got four, let's see. This is the FSU track. We got, Georgia State, Syracuse, VMI. That's gonna be interesting. Louisville, Duke, then North Carolina, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, which I'm trying to go to again, Miami, NC State, and then finally Georgia.
Like, what are you gonna do for VMI?
Yeah, what I do last year was Louisville was part of that one. South Carolina State, it was less about the opponent and more about us. Ole Miss was a decent track. Wake Forest is the one I'm proud of. Bowling Green was weird. Miami, there's only so many times I can use the whole your fans suck and your entire culture is trashy. Boston College, I mean, what you got? Matt Ryan, AJ Dillon. UNC was alright. Virginia is always a fun one to write because it's Virginia. We've had some good games against them. And then it was Clemson, Syracuse, and then Georgia, obviously. But I didn't actually write one for the bowl game.
I
didn't do one for the bowl game. I don't know if I should have.
I would say, in some ways, the repeat opponents are harder to write.
Right.
You can't just keep, you've done this, 3 years now, 4 years now? You can't just keep, doing this. 2? That feels like longer. Really?
The first year was 2022.
Okay,
which,
so this is the
I
third year.
recorded a bunch of those tracks, before the school year began. So I recorded all the way up to, I think Virginia Tech. And then I recorded Miami on a TDY. I wrote UNC on a plane. And then I wrote Georgia on a plane. But yeah, recurring opponents, it is difficult. But also it's harder when it's opponents that just come out of the blue. At least with the recurring opponents, you can kind of draw on some things prior matchups and other shit. But the other thing is if you try to write tracks before a game has been played, that's when it really gets difficult because then you don't have the history of the season to that point to draw on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you could talk about preseason's expectations. So again, I haven't listened to the FSU one that you just put out, but you could talk about what you expect going in.
I mean, the FSU one was pretty obvious. It was they were supposed to be a college football playoff contender until Jordan Travis got hurt, and then they got their asses kicked by UGA. Because they didn't have a quarterback. And then with FSU you also have the Miracle on Techwood Drive to draw on. Of course, there's only so many times you can do that before it gets stale. But really, kind of what I did with this one was it's our quarterback's last name, King. So that was the low-hanging fruit I went for.
It's not too low-hanging.
Sure. I mean, it's Haynes King. He's probably going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the conference, if not the best.
Yeah, so mention them, rub it in their faces.
Yeah.
What are your
Honestly,
thoughts? What's low-hanging fruit?
who are you talking to, me or Steelix?
Talking to Steelix.
All right.
What did you say? I couldn't hear.
I said, did you think it's low-hanging fruit?
Did I think it's low-hanging fruit? I haven't listened to the song yet. We're doing the podcast. He just dropped it.
Oh, this is fresh off the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fresh
this
off the press.
is a debut. This is an exclusive. This is an Experience Podcast exclusive. Although this will come out like in a week and a half, but still, very fresh.
You should make it once you get the rights from him.
I don't own any of the rights to any of them.
You know what?
It's just, I don't even try to make money off it. It's just shit I do for free. Now, if you're getting advertiser revenue, then I gotta be careful because, well,
Just,
but
royalties and shit for not to me, but to the other, other.
Well, no, because it's not like part of if there's advertising on the podcast that's not related to your song.
Okay, it's not related to the content. It's just a general
You're gonna get that Shave Club sponsorship.
The what? The what?
Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave Club. Yeah, we're working on it.
Gonna get heat.
Dollar Shave Club? You mean Manscaped, my dude?
I guess so. What's the other shit that always sponsors everything? Raid, Shadow Legends.
Raid. Oh, what about ExpressVPN?
Yeah, NordVPN too. Yeah, that's true.
Who else? I'm trying to think. HelloFresh and Factor.
Well, Anuj, you ranked the top airlines. Why don't, John, you're going to have to do the rankings for the top ad spots.
Yes! Let's go!
Top what spots?
Podcast advertisers.
Ad spots. Obviously, Raid Shadow Legends. Never get tired of that, ever. So, number one there. Keeps probably second because it's about people going bald and baldness is funny, and MeUndies because wow, what a name. I'll put that third. What else we got? Manscaped, put it 4 because they talk about dick and balls and try to be discreet about it. Let's see, 5. What else we got? Put all the VPN shit there. That's not as interesting. That's my tier list. Any objections?
Do you remember when established titles used to be a thing? Established titles? Where they were like, we'll make you a lord of a little plot of land in Ireland and we'll plant a tree and we'll...
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
That was a big scam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who actually bought that shit anyway? Imagine falling for that.
Well, I didn't. So.
Yeah. Did you, Daniel? You seem like a guy who had to do that.
No, and I am very susceptible to scams.
Have you been scammed before?
No, I'm just naturally susceptible,
How would you know if you've never been scammed before?
It's genetic. It's,
Uh-huh.
Scammed.
Yeah, it's X-linked.
Down to the deeds. I want the deeds.
What?
The details.
Of what?
Who got scammed in your family?
Oh, no. It's not, John. It was just.
Oh, this is off-air subject matter. I see. Be that way for the listeners then.
Yeah.
What a rip-off.
Although I will say, this is a pro.
Like what he just did there. Leave a dislike.
Well, I was going to say we are a pro scamming podcast. We support
Excuse
entrepreneurship.
Me?
We support entrepreneurship.
Smash that unsubscribe button. Unring the bell.
We support capitalism.
Oh yeah, that's always the thing that like everybody says in every single video.
Yeah. So tacky. And they always do the bell notification or the
ring that bell notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Some of them fuck it up and they make it just like ear rapey. It just like blasts in your ears when they do it. It's like, I think you already did it.
While we're talking about that, you guys should invest in uBlock Origin, or at least download it.
Invest in it? No, I already have it.
You can't invest in it, but you can unless you donate. But you can get a uBlock Origin. It does a pretty good job blocking YouTube ads, and then get sponsor block to block all of the sponsor segments and all of the shameless. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel or whatever.
Yeah.
It will do that too, and you can also add your own.
If you turn it on too, there's also it can do a red bar where, like, if there's a video with one, like, main purpose, it'll show you where that purpose is.
Yep.
I love that shit.
Yeah, let me pull it up now. So you can skip sponsors, you can skip unpaid / self promotions, which is like buy my merch or donate to this cause or something like that.
You think
interaction reminders, exclusive access. You can also you can skip 2 highlights. You can skip like intermissions and intro animations. You can skip end credits. Okay. And there's a content filter for filler, tangents, and jokes.
Yeah, I think our whole episode's gonna get tagged with that.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. No reason.
Yeah. There's also a thing called YouTube Neuter, which you can skip like certain types of pop-ups and stuff, and it'll use uBlock, and it's a uBlock Origin extension.
And what was it?
It's called YT Neuter.
YTMETER?
NEUTER.
Oh,
YT-NEUTER, yep.
Yeah, YT Neuter, okay. Hadn't heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you block ads with, Daniel?
I don't block ads. Again, this is a pro advertisement podcast.
Okay.
We support entrepreneurship.
Yeah, true. Like a true capitalist.
I don't block ads. I just struggle through them. You know?
Nah.
Sometimes I'll get, like, for services, I'll get extra ads. I'll purchase extra ads so I can see more.
Oh, you pay them.
But why?
Wow.
Extra ads.
Very
love a good ad.
I was like, do you think anyone like willingly, like actively seeks being advertised to, or do they just tolerate it so that they can get back to their content?
Yeah, but I mean, if they didn't work, then they wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. And I've seen stuff like Swag Bucks. It's a thing where they give you a bunch of ads to click and they give you like a tiny portion of money. You know, one of those things you can waste a bunch of time on when you're young and don't have a job.
Well, that actually is my main job, John. That is my main source of revenue. Yeah.
Got that flag.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That helps fuel the podcast. So.
Your recording equipment. That's how you pay your
high production
team of editors. That's how you pay your team of editors.
Yeah, we have editors, we have producers, we have a lot of people that are out there. Advertisers as well,
Yeah,
obviously.
Someone has to recreate the entire backdrop, the logo. Someone has to recreate that from scratch every time, so that takes a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's very original. Again, we don't support, we don't have a stance on AI, but
it's one pixel different every time. If you notice, listeners, check closely. Just a little in joke for you.
So, would you ever do like mid-roll sponsors in the middle of a podcast where you're like, okay, we'll be back. Let me talk about this. Like, oh, this video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. This video is sponsored by like, I don't know.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Never. Honestly, like, I don't give a shit about like mobile games. Just give me my like Jetpack Joyride and Fruit Ninja and I'm happy.
That really does perplex me, the whole Raid Shadow Legends. Like, who the fuck actually plays that?
I don't know.
Probably kids.
Oh, how old? You suppose?
Like, near puberty, probably. Like pre-teen, but almost teen, I bet, is their demographic.
Okay.
You feeling that? What's your guess? Or do you think there's some 60-plus-year-olds going after it, like those Bejeweled games? I know a lot of old grandmas love that shit. Or whatever it's called, Bejeweled, you match the, or Candy Crush. Yeah, that's another addictive one for them, isn't it? I'll take that as a yes.
Is you alive?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I was distracted as all. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me having a full-time job, but I would like, if I ever did this full-time, I would try not to do ad reads and shit.
Gotta make that money somehow. Guess we'll sort of Patreon and make exclusive content then, huh?
Well, like behind the scenes on like how I make my videos? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. The whole.
Until then, I'm not quitting my day job.
Yeah, okay. Well, you gotta take a risk to have a big reward, right?
Sure. But I like what I do right now, so.
You could put
I have
B-sides.
no need to change course.
Put your B-sides on Patreon.
I think I have to have my B-sides on a Google Drive folder somewhere. Or I probably lost them all when I when I reset my old Mac. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. It's like, all that's in the drive is some of my A-sides. With a few, I guess, like, pre-production files.
How big is that discography getting? What are we looking at total?
I mean, let's see. One album from all of my days, from all of my school projects. I guess that some of those are that could count as a B-side. Some shit I wrote like in between high school and through undergrad. And then like 2 years of football shit. And then just a bunch of side projects and mashups that I'm just me playing around with Audacity and I guess waveforms, understanding waveforms. That's all.
Ballpark number.
Huh?
Give me a ballpark number.
Of what? Like tracks?
I mean, yeah.
30? Maybe 40?
Getting up there.
Matter of fact, I'll post a link to the Google Drive folder. Go check it out.
Yeah.
That's how unseriously I take this whole like music writing career. Is I literally just have all of my music on a Google Drive and I don't even monetize it because I don't need to or I don't want to, and also I can't.
You could probably get away with putting it on YouTube under a creator,
I guess.
Sure.
I'd get outreach. I wouldn't get money, but I'd get outreach, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Put it in the description below.
It's like, it'd be really cringy is if I start making, like, Georgia Tech football hype videos, like, with the music I write. That would be funny. Then again, my video editing is probably worse than my audio editing. But between the two, video editing is probably easier to learn. Speaking of which, do I still have Clipchamp on here? Yes, I do.
John, while he's doing that, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about today?
Oh, off the top of my head. What you got?
We did start late, so I don't want to hold you guys too long here.
Right.
Anuj has a lot more content to produce. John,
Yeah.
I also need to cook.
No one knows what you do. Yeah, it is time to cook. It is mid-afternoon. So, yeah, maybe you can end there soon once Anuj figures out his life here. And,
alright. Well.
Good talking to you guys.
Peace out, y'all.